And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with the legendary Shaquille O'Neal. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers as they play against the Milwaukee Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center. Well, for Milwaukee, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. Tip-off coming up here, and let's talk about just the whole concept of teamwork and team chemistry and what makes a good teammate, Shaq.
Well, it's a brotherhood, Ernie. You want to play with guys who have your back, guys who care as much about your success as their own, and guys who put the team first.
And does winning just follow when you have that kind of a brotherhood on a team?
It actually does, but you have to throw another word in there, Ernie, respect. You have to respect each other. You don't have to like each other, but you must respect each other.
Things to remember about teamwork in the NBA. Let's go to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this one following a loss to Utah in Salt Lake City. A real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets, and they lost by 3.
They just couldn't get the ball in the basket that day, guys. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, it's hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Yeah, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. They need to work a lot harder to get good shots today.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. CP3 at point with Redick there in the backcourt. And it's Butler in at the small forward. On defense, the Clippers. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. It seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. If they had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense.
Here's Paul after the basket by Milwaukee. Kicks it to Griffin. Paul is screen on Green. Ball's knocked loose. Charity stripe shot. The shot by Redick, no good.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And there's the bucket as Green finishes it off. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Now, here's Redick. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game, too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well.
Here's Parker. Nice D from Griffin.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Redick inside the line. The good-looking shot from the wing. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
Yes, Kevin, he's certainly mindful of the shot-blocking presence they'll run up against inside, but he doesn't want them shying away offensively. If anything, he said, we've got to be aggressive, but also patient. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways to do that, we can be successful inside. Guys, let's see how successful they can be.
And Doris, as always, thank you. So, Steve, do you agree with Coach's game plan here, given how tough the D is that they're going to go up against?
Yeah, I do. I mean, a huge part of your game plan has to be focused on their D, and I think he's right to put that much emphasis on it.
Yeah, I agree with you guys because they are that good defensively, so you've got to worry about that and game plan for that. And then trust that your guys will execute what needs to be done.
Here's Antetokounmpo, averaging 9 points per contest. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Rivers checked in. There's Parker with the 3. Shot, no good. Clippers trail by 4. Butler kicks to Rivers. Pass to Paul. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And that one's good by Butler.
And the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Bucks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Knight with it. He had 15 points last outing. Out to the wing. Parker inside. He's guarded by Rivers. 4 on the shot clock. Here's on to Tacumbo. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. On to Tacumbo. He's got his first basket.
Beautiful cut to the hoop. He's getting anything he wants here already.
To the inside. Paul outside. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Good. And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Milwaukee in the lead. And here is Knight.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary, partner.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. Rivers dishes to Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's on Jabari Parker.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And he can't hit the second. Bucks leading by 3. Parker left side. Green against Griffin. And Jordan sends it back. And the foul called on Brandon Knight. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. And the Bucks with some changes. Henson checked in for Sanders. The machine comes in for Green. And it's Norris Cole in for Brandon Knight. Here's Jordan. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And he gets the bucket.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Here's Henson following the basket by Chris Paul. And taken away by Paul. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Paul right side. Butler kicks to Jordan. Here's Griffin. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, pretty average numbers for him from the foul line, shooting about 75%.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Wilcox is checked in for Rasul Butler. And he makes the first but misses the second.
Well, he could have done a little better on that trip to the foul line, but he was able to tie this game up.
They get it again.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Picked by Griffin. Here's Rivers. Blocked. From 10 feet out. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Rivers passes to Paul. Count that one. Paul's got 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
It's Parker with the drive. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Rivers. It's Jordan on the wing. At the elbow, Paul. Back to Jordan. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it. And the officials call a traveling violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Miami. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, there's the Bucks. They find themselves in 6th place.
Well, right now for the Bucks, they've made some nice strides, a good blend in terms of talent and experience, looking really confident to start this season.
Well, you've got to crawl before you can walk, and I'll tell you what, they're walking tall right now. This club playing with a ton of confidence.
Bass can't get it to go.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Here is Wilcox, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
He had a defender draped all over. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
Now here is Holiday. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Now here's Rivers. Dishes at the ball. Plenty of space. Offensive rebound.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. You know, Clark, just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
Yeah, you don't need to catch it and gather and try to go back up if you've got that type of angle. He really took advantage.
And so it's Milwaukee now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Jay. And the basket good. Jay's got his first points of the night. 1:27 left here in the opening quarter. The dish to Wilcox. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Cole. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. Here's the machine. And that one comes up a bit short.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. No good with the triple.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Now here is Holiday. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Rebounded by Wilcox.
Tell you what, if there's success on the boards in this first quarter is any indication, it's going to be a good day.
And rebounds usually are a good indicator.
Here's Paul. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
And how about his defense? 4 steals on the night. He was so aggressive.
And the Bucks miss again. Here is Wilcox. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Bradley Center.
Monday, December 14th. Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Live from Oklahoma City, it's the real deal.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Now the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done 2 things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. They've got Brandon Bass. Rivers out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Spencer Hawes. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Here's Holiday after the Clippers pick up 2. And there's the pass tonight. He feeds it to Green. Holiday attacking. Butler with the block. Pass to Redick. He dishes it to Bass. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And I'm sensing, guys, this game really starting to swing their way.
To me, it seems like they're taking charge as their lead gets more and more comfortable.
Now, here's Sanders. His last outing, he had 8 points.
Spencer Hawes.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Hawes. And it's Griffin in for Brandon Bass. Now, here's Redick, covered by Parker. Clock at 6. From the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
Yeah, this was a tough matchup for them last year, losing both of their games against them.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Here's Rivers. Brandon Knight picking up that last basket. Here's Griffin. Great touch on the 16-footer. Griffin's got 5 now.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Now here's Parker. 6 points for him. Knight gets to Green. Here's Rivers. Now the feed to Redick. The kick outside to Butler. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit that shot regardless of the defense.
And Jordan sends it back. Redick dishes to Rivers. Passes it to Griffin. Left side, Griffin. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Now, here is Knight. Up and in on the way. Knight's got 6.
That finish brings me back to the old days. The silky smooth finger roll.
And the Clippers call time here. While we got a moment, let's now show you the teams that have led the NBA in blocks during the past month. In 4th, the Bucks.
You know, shot blocking can sometimes be like a spark plug or an energy injection for the defense. Their home crowd really gets into it when they throw those shots out of there.
Clippers leading by 6. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Griffin kicks to Butler. Feeds to Jordan. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
So it's the Bucks now. After the basket by Los Angeles, Parker passes to Sanders. And not sure what he was thinking there.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort. And tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Now Rivers, following Larry Sanders' three-point attempt. Clock is at 3. Here's Redick. Again, Los Angeles.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
Now here's Parker. 23 points for him the last game against Utah.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him too.
Now here's Butler. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. Bucks trail by 11. Fires the 3, and he gets it to go. Parker's got 9.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Griffin sets the screen for Rivers. He kicks to Griffin. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Griffin's got 4 this quarter.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Bucks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo dishes to Knight. That drops. 8 points for him.
And he's shaken off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Rivers kicks to Butler. Now Redick. He's got 8. Butler a screen on Sanders. Jordan the pass to Rivers. Griffin sets the screen for Rivers. They get it again. Goes back up. And Griffin with the layup. Griffin's got 9.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Now here's Parker. 9 points in the game so far. Kicks it to Sanders. Griffin with the steal. Rivers against Green. Here's Butler. Knight grabs the board. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And then for Los Angeles, Spencer Hawes is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Wilcox comes in for Rasul Butler. And Paul subbed in for Rivers. Here's Cole. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Out left to the wing. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Redick with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. They get a hand on it. He lobs it up. Here's Cole. Right now averaging 7 points a game. That's good. Jay's got his second bucket.
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Paul outside. Here's Wilcox. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists tonight. Bucks trail by 10. Outside Holiday. Henson sets a screen for Holiday. Here's Jay from outside off the mark.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Here's Cole. There's the pick. The kick out to Holiday. Rebound by the Clippers. Griffin's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got 12 points in the game.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Pass to Jay.
Over the last 10 games, Kevin, you can see where the Bucks rank in the league stats. 3rd in opponent offense, 4th in blocks. And they're in the top 10 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals.
Yeah, Clark, of all the things you just mentioned, to me, I love the opponent's points per game because that's an indication of how hard a team is playing and how smart. And I think this team has shown great balance this season.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Pass is checked in, and that one's good by Wilcox.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
Now here's Parker, but they recover it. Dishes it to Knight. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Redick with it. 12 points for him. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. Now the pass to Jay. Now the dish to Parker. And so he draws the foul on the shot out to the line to shoot 2.
In the second quarter, they've had the right approach. Very aggressive, driving, drawing contact, and creating opportunities at the free throw line.
Well, you know, if other things aren't working for you, Steve, getting to the foul line can be a good place to start to turn it around.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Boy, that was solid. I tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Inside, deflects the pass. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Maybe that'll ignite. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Paul dishes to Redick. Shot from free throw range. Can't get it to go. Here's Jay. Can't get it to go. And so we conclude the first half. Clippers lead by 12. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Chris, you and Blake Griffin may be the most exciting combination in the league. I know you love to play with talented big men, all the dunks, the alley-oops. Tell us about the chemistry right now.
Man, to tell you the truth, I had the easy part. You know what I mean? All I have to do is pass it. But like I said, when I first got here, Blake told me to throw the ball further away from the rim than closer. So I'm still getting used to it, but it's their athleticism. I had the easy part, like I said.
Chris, thank you. Kevin, a humble and talented young man.
Thanks so much, Doris. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Redick. He's got 14 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
Well, being smart is what it's all about for him, Clark. I mean, he's a decision maker. He's a playmaker. He has to make good decisions. That's what he's doing here so far.
Draymond Green is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Sanders. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Parker in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Butler from outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Their next game is at Oracle Arena, so a road game with the Warriors. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it. Ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
Sure did.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go. Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
Now, here is Knight. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bucks. Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score it. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
Well,
right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
And Knight slams it in.
Well, the pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
Paul with the ball, and it's Knight picking him up. Jordan with a screen on Knight. Now, here's Redick. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 12. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. A nice shot by Knight.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Paul against Knight. Paul kicks to Redick. Pass to Griffin. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Griffin's got 11.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Green with a screen for Knight. Green up on top. No luck. And the Clippers will come the other way. At one point, they led by 16. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there. And now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. 4th, Larry Sanders.
Well, it's obvious over the last few weeks he's been working on that shot of his, and it's paid off. I mean, he is really knocking down shots at a high rate. One of the best field goal percentage shooters in the league. Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either. All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Knight.
Just a fantastic game for Knight. He has 12 points and 3 dimes. He's been putting it up, and it's been going down 100% from the floor.
Yeah, he's just so focused right now. You can see it in his eyes.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Knight. Knight hits them both. And here are the Clippers now. 7-point differential. Paul passes to Griffin. And stolen by Knight. From deep. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Redick dishes to Paul. There's the lob to the hoop. And Griffin slams it in.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Now, here is Knight. He's got 14. Parker outside for the 3. And again, the Bucks miss.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And it's Butler missing.
He's just been ice cold. I mean, he cannot find the range.
And Sanders kicks to Knight. Sanders sets the screen for Knight. No good with the triple.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time. All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Now, here is Knight, averaging 23 points per contest. Sanders with a screen on Paul. Knight kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks miss again.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Paul passes to Griffin. Paul dishes to Griffin. And he takes a fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Now, here is Knight. 14 points for him. Parker kicks to Sanders. And the foul called on Larry Sanders. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And he wasn't really a flashy passer like a lot of the great playmakers you think of, but just always in control. Kind of an old school game, but one that was tremendously successful over the course of his almost 2 decades with the Utah Jazz. Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
There's Parker with the 3, and it's good. Parker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Back to Paul. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Parker. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, a moment now. Let's check out the story on J.J. Redick. Last 10 games for him have been very nice. 6th in three-point field goal percentage, 9th in field goal percentage, and he's in the top 15 in points per game. So he's a guy you have to account for defensively.
And, Steve, I really think he deserves an awful lot of credit for making it into the top 10 in three-point shooting. I mean, that's pretty high-quality marksmanship when you're a top 10 three-point shooter.
A different look for Milwaukee. Henson checked in for Sanders. The machine comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Norris Cole in for Brandon Knight. And then for Los Angeles, Spencer Hawes is checked in for Jordan. Bass comes in for Blake Griffin. And Wilcox is subbed in for J.J. Redick. Now here's Paul. He's got 6. Wilcox can't hit. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And of course there's the Clippers, a few slots below them.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, this team clearly has been in the mix with the rest of the top teams in the league so far.
Yeah, this is a team you can pencil in for the playoffs right now, but the key will be just seeing how far they can go this year.
Now here's Paul. Right now averaging 21 points a game. Here's Parker. Second chance shot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
What a game for Parker. 18 points. The free throws have been big for him today, with 6 points from the line.
Well, you know, he understands the value of those easy points. Also, you know, getting the opponent into foul trouble. I mean, those are big. Those are the little things that will add up for a team trying to get a victory.
And Parker drops them both.
Some great free throw shooting so far in this second half.
I think they should keep trying to initiate contact. and get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it up.
.151 left in the third quarter of the game. And Cole kicks to Parker. To the wing on the left. From the arc. Cole's shot is good. Cole's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Bucks trail by 9. To the paint. The shot's good from Henson.
A sensational run has them on the brink of tying it up or even taking the lead all of a sudden.
Steve, quite a turn of events here. I mean, they really snapped into focus in a hurry and tightened up their game at both ends.
Here is Bass, following the score by John Henson. Here's Cole, right now averaging 7 points a game. Good work defensively by Paul.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
The kick outside to Butler. He dishes it to Wilcox. Good on the three-point shot. Wilcox has got 11 points.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Cole, the pass to Parker. Here's Antetokounmpo. 7 points in the game. And it's Cole missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
That shot's good from Hawes. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
Smart move with that mismatch he's got.
You know what? That extra advantage sure pays off on the mid-range jumper.
Here's Cole. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Clippers on top. They lead by 12. And we'll get it going after this from the Bradley Center.
On tap next Friday, December 18th, Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons take on James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Live from Houston. You don't want to miss it.
And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Antetokounmpo.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assists like the one we just saw.
Bucks trail by 12, and on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. CP3 at point with Redick there at the backcourt. Rasul Butler is out there with Spencer Hawes, and it's Jordan in at the center.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Here's Cole. Outside Holiday. Good. Holiday's got it back down to within single digits for the Bucks.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Throws it up high. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And that's 10 points for Chris Paul.
Virtually uncontested. And it's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
Cole dishes to Holiday. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. There's the feed to Henson, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Cole kicks to Holiday. The three, and another three for Milwaukee.
of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter. He is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Here's Paul. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Los Angeles.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. They trail by 11. Here's the machine. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Now here's Redick, guarded by Holiday. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Smart foul there. Make him earn those 2 free throws instead of giving up an easy dunk.
Yeah, and he's not a strong free throw shooter. I mean, with his percentage, he's likely to miss one, so that's a good heads-up play.
Free throw good, Jordan. And the Bucks with some changes. And so Jordan nails both of them. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Still Bucks ball. 19 seconds on shot.
Knight passes to Green. Puts up the baby hook. That misses off the backboard.
And the defense did just enough to throw him off that shot.
Butler dishes to Paul, and the foul called on Brandon Knight. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd personal. 3rd team foul.
And the Clippers have possession. At one point, they led by 16.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it. Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Now here's Griffin.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
That's a 2 from Parker, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Not really the shot they were looking for, but still they got it to go.
Clippers leading by 7. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Now, here is Knight. Screened by Sanders. Rejected by Griffin. And here is Paul. 16 feet away. Outside for Jordan. Paul against Knight. The drive by Paul. Here's Jordan. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And now an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Green with a screen for Parker. Right for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Butler's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Picked by Griffin.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
Shooting for Los Angeles. J.J. Redick. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Redick.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
So it's the Bucks now. It's a 13-point game. Parker kicks to Green. Passes it to Sanders. Parker drives in.
Los Angeles foul called. Chris Paul. That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Bucks, Jabari Parker. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Los Angeles calls timeout. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He said, "We are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there." We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Griffin's shot is good.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Now here's Parker. Feeds to Knight. Green with a screen on Butler. A shot by Knight, no good.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Griffin. Rebounded by the Bucks. On to Tacumbo's got his 8th rebound here tonight. He kicks it to Sanders. Pass to Parker. And Paul pulls it down. Paul's got his 3rd rebound on the night. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Griffin with the dunk.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
Here is Sanders, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Sanders sets the screen for Parker. Just 5 to shoot. Another miss by Parker. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. Into Jordan. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air.
Now here's Sanders. And stolen by Redick. Kicks it to Paul. Griffin against Parker. Here's Jordan. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Larry Sanders picks one up.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Jordan. 12 points and 2 rejections. What a force he's been in the paint.
Now, he's gotten himself into the air so often to block shots and rebound. He's really controlled that area.
And he can't get the first one. And some changes here for the Bucks. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Bucks trail by 17. Holiday with the 3. And Paul pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the 4th quarter. They're 7 of 12. And that one's good by Butler.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Here's Cole. The pass to Jay. With some arc, and he gets it to go.
He typically may not contribute a lot, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the ability to.
Clippers leading by 18. Paul outside. Dishes it to Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 25 points for Blake Griffin.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at him.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
And Cole kicks to Holiday. Another miss by Holiday. Here's Jay. Henson the pass to Jay. Off target with his 3. And for the Clippers, indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Clippers.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And I think this win builds confidence for this year in the matchup. They take the first win of the season series, and you know, that could play a factor the next time these two teams meet.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Griffin. Now, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity he got.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He told his guys, be patient at the offensive end. Whatever we do, we cannot waste possessions with bad shot selection. He also conveyed very strongly that they need to not take chances defensively, saying, quote, going for a steal and getting burned is not worth it. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris. .54 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's a good screen. It's rush outside. Rebounded by Wilcox. It's been all Clippers. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. The dish now to Rivers. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Out to the right wing. Here's Wilcox. And another three for the Clippers.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
Milwaukee with the ball. Pass to Jay. Fires the three. Cannot hit.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
Now here's Rivers. He's covered closely. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Chris, we got to see Lob City in full effect here tonight. Seems like everyone on this team is really on the same page right now.
It's exciting, man. It's exciting. You know, it's something good for the fans to be excited about, but at the end of the day, we got to win games.
It's always about that, Chris. Thank you. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Blake Griffin.